So good morning children. This is the first video of the lesson Old Man at the Bridge, which is written by Ernest Hemingway. And this story is for 9th standard ICSE board also and for 10th standard ICSE board also. So today we are going to study this story, and first of all children, we will try to collect the information about the writer. Okay. So I ask all the children that when you read this story or when you are watching this video, that time you must have the book also with you so that you can understand better. So page number 47, some information here is written about the writer. So first of all, who was he? Ernest Hemingway. He was the American novelist. Means he was born in the country America and he was writing novel. So we can say that he was American novelist. This is point number 1. Then point number 2, he was writing the short story also and he was journalist. So what is the meaning of journalist? The one who used to collect the information, okay, collect the news, and they are related to with the news publishing and editing. So that we can say that he was the journalist also, whose simple and understand writing was a strong influence on 20th century fiction. So why he become very much famous? Why he become very much famous? Because of the simple and influential writing. Influential writing. So children, what is the meaning of influential writing? Means after reading the writing of Ernest Hemingway, the peoples are becoming affected, influenced. Okay, they started thinking. So that is the meaning of influential. So one of the shortest of Ernest Hemingway short story is Old Man at the Bridge, which today we are going to start. It's based upon an accident that took place during an Easter Sunday stopover at the river while Hemingway was a war correspondent covering the Spanish Civil War. So which incident on which plot the story has written? The plot the story has written inspired from a real incident which took place during an Easter Sunday. The day is Easter Sunday. Stopover at the river while Hemingway was a war correspondent covering the Spanish Civil War. So that time what Ernest was doing? He was journalist, no. So he was collecting the information, collecting the news on the Spanish Civil War. Civil War. So that time only what happened? He has written the story Old Man at the Bridge, and this story is a real story, children. Old Man at the Bridge demonstrate the power of narrative art. Point number 1, by reading this story we can understand the power of narrative art, or we can understand that how a narrative short story used to be, how it can be. And now the art of storytelling transformed it into a powerful story after the tragedy of war. So what is the effect of the war? What is the tragedy of the war? So war is never the peaceful thing, children. War always used to bring sacrifice, loss and disturbance in the society. Many people, they used to lose family members also, and it used to cause always destruction, that we can understand. So how the story is narrated by the Ernest Hemingway, that part used to make the story very much powerful and very much interesting. The old man becomes a symbol of the countless civilians victim of war. So this old man, which we are going to see, Old Man at the Bridge, he is going to become the victim. Okay. So what is the meaning of victim? Victim means the person who is suffering, okay, the person on whom suffering is done, okay, crime is done, that person is said to be victim. So old man at the bridge here is victim. Then without politics, displaced, disoriented and alone. The man is displaced, may be forced to go from one place and to be at another. So what he faced? He faced he is faced with the inevitability of death. So completely he is facing the life. The life is more hard than death. So one situation is coming in his life and the death is becoming more easier, right? So children, when we discuss about death, what we can understand, that death is always the last experience what a human being can experience on this planet Earth. So there is no experience after death. Okay, so if anyone is dying, after that we should not talk anything wrong or bad about them. Why? Because death is the last experience what the human being can experience, and after this I don't think there can be any good people or bad people. That can be only judged by God, but we the people should not talk about anyone that person was a bad person after his death, because death is a serious thing. Death is the last experience. And I want to add also that death is above goodness and badness. Death is above goodness and badness. So we cannot discuss or talk about this thing. But here it is written that the man is feeling, or the man is experiencing, what the man is experiencing, that the life is becoming more hard than death. So death is becoming more easy now. But actually it is not. Okay? Actually it is not. So page number 48. Old Man at the Bridge, which is written by Ernest Hemingway. So going to start the story, children. So I ask once again from all the children that you take out your book and you see where I am reading. So you try to follow the lines when I am reading, and you try to focus on my words when I am explaining, okay? So that we all can understand the story better. An old man with steel-rimmed spectacles and very dusty clothes sat by the side of the road. So what the opening line of the story is saying, that the old man, what he is having? Steel-rimmed specs, okay, the glasses, and the dusty cloth he is having, and he is sitting in the side of the road. There was a pontoon bridge across the river. So what is the meaning of pontoon bridge, children? Pontoon bridge means floating bridge. Pontoon bridge means floating bridge. So floating bridge was there, okay. So there was a floating bridge across the river, and cars, trucks and men and women and children were crossing it. So example, this is the bridge, right? This is a floating bridge. The bridge is floating, okay. It is not fixed, it is moving. Motion is there. So car, truck, men, women, all are crossing this bridge. And then the mule-drawn carts staggered up the steep bank from the bridge, with soldiers helping push against the spokes of the wheel. So how hard it was to cross the bridge, like the mule-drawn carts staggered. Staggered means they face difficulty to move, okay. And even the soldiers, what they are doing, they are also pushing the wheels, spokes of the wheel. So maybe you have seen now that the wheel is like this. So some iron part used to be, this is called spoke. Okay, this is called spoke. This is called floating bridge. This is called floating bridge. So the soldiers are pushing these spokes Why? So that the wheel can move and they can cross the bridge. Right? The trucks ground up and away, heading out it, and all the peasants plodded along in the ankle-deep dust. So how the peasants, farmers, they are crossing, they are plodding, means on the foot only they are moving, okay, and all the things are pushed and they are feeling difficulty also. But the old man sat there without moving. So what is special about the story, that everyone is moving except the old man. He is sitting there silently. He was too tired to go any further. And why he was not moving, children? Because he was too tired to move now. He was too tired to move now. So he was sitting aside. Then, paragraph second. It was my business to cross the bridge. It was my business means it was my work, most important work, to cross the bridge. And one more thing, here the narrator, what he is saying, who is narrator? Ernest Hemingway. So he is journalist also, here we can see. And he is collecting the news and information on the topic of Spanish Civil War. So he is saying that it was my business to cross the bridge, means I have to collect the information and news because I was journalist. So my most important work was to cross the bridge, right? Explore the bright head beyond it and find out to what point the enemy had advanced. And he was saying that my work was to cross the bridge and to explore that how much point the enemy they have advanced, okay, how much the enemy they have invaded. So how much dangerous it is, that the work was there to find out. I did this and returned over the bridge. Then he is saying that I did my work. Okay, I crossed the bridge, I collected the news and information, then I returned also. So then there were not so many carts now and very few people on foot. So when he returned, what he was able to find, children, that this time no more carts are there. Carts means which is pulled by the animals, okay. So mode of transport only we can say. So now no more carts are there. Mostly few peoples are left and they are also on the foot. But the old man was still there. So while going time also, narrator was able to see that old man is sitting there, and while returning time also, narrator is able to see that old man is sitting there. So children, we will pause here to relate something, right? We will pause here to relate something so that we all can understand the story. Example, this is mountain, okay? And this is the way to mountain, and here on the top of the mountain fair is there. Any fair is there, top of the mountain only. So some part is busy here also, here also. Everyone is rushing to go towards mountain, everyone. You are also trying to go to the top cliff of the mountain. You are here. And when you are here, no, you have observed one man is sitting here, he is looking so tired, and the man is old person. Now, you are going to the top of mountain, you are doing all your rituals and you are participating in the fair, then you are returning back. While returning back again, you are able to find the same person sitting that place only. So what will happen? You will become little bit surprised, right? That why this thing is happening, why the man is not able to move. Okay, so the same situation here is also with the narrator and with the old man, and that is only the title of the story. So now we will see the conversation between children, between the old man and the writer. Where do you come from? I asked him. So narrator is asking that from where are you coming? From San Carlos, he said, and he smiled. So how he is smiling? He is smiling confidently, and how he is talking? is talking friendly, right? So whenever we should talk with the strangers, we should talk how? We should talk in a very decent manner. So like that only this old man is doing, and I think he is well disciplined person. So we can write down, children, from where he is coming. He is coming from San Carlos. That was his native town, and so it gave him pleasure to mention it, and he smiled. So why the old man smiled? The old man smiled because taking the name of the native land, and he was very much connected, so he smiled. I was taking care of animals, he explained. So where he was coming from? He was coming from San Carlos. What work he was doing? Okay, so he was taking care of animals. Okay, he was maybe having the animal husbandry, where he was taking care of the animals. Okay, so he was a shepherd. Oh, I said not quite understanding. So the writer said that I am not able to understand your work profile, what you are explaining. Yes, he said, I stayed, you see, taking care of animals. And one more time he said that I used to take care of the animals. I was the last one to leave the town of San Carlos. And I was the last person who leave the town of San Carlos, means everyone there have gone. After them all animals gone, and then only I am still here. He did not look like a shepherd. So he was not looking like a shepherd. S-H-E-P-H-E-R-D. So generally, children, whenever we are listening the word shepherd, what is coming in our mind? In our mind coming that very struggling person, or we can say poor person. Okay, maybe not having the good and clean clothes also, because every day they are busy with the animals. But he is different, right? Nor a herdsman, the one who cares the horses and animals. So he is not looking like that also. And I looked at his black dusty clothes and his grey dusty face and his still rimmed specs and said, what animals were they? So he was not looking like the shepherds also, because of the dresses and because of the face what he was having, the dirty clothes, the shabby clothes, and the faces also, okay, completely grey dust. So from how the grey dust is coming, and the rimmed specs, the glasses what he was having. So then the writer become very interested to know that which type of animals you are caring. The answer is various animals, means not one type of animal. I used to take care of various animals, many kinds of animals. And shook his head. Shook means his head means shaking the head like this, to and fro motion. Yes, yes. Means when we agree with someone, okay, then this is the sign of admitting it, that yes, I agree with you, whatever you are saying. I had to leave them. And he said, I had to leave them, I had to leave the animals. Then page number 49, children. I was watching the bridge and the African looking country of the Ibo Delta. So what is the meaning of delta? Delta means nearby the water bodies it used to be, where the green plants or green grasses generally used to grow on a large field. That is called delta. So he said that I was watching the bridge, point number 1, and the African looking country. Okay, which country he was watching? African looking country. So he was watching the looking country. What is the meaning of African looking country? It can be in two sense. First, the country which looked like Africa, or second, the country who is welcoming the African peoples. Okay. Of which delta? Ebro Delta. and wondering. Wondering means becoming surprised. How long now it would be before we would see the enemy. So he is saying that I am wondering that how much more time it will take that we can see the enemy. I am listening all the while for the first noises that would signal that even mysterious event called contact. And he's saying the first voice what we listen, right? The first voice, mysterious voice. Mysterious voice means we are not able to find the source from where the voice is coming out. So that voice is called mysterious voice. And the old man still sat there. So the voice is coming, mysterious voice is coming, but then also this man is not leaving the place. Then, so children, sometimes this used to happen that you are traveling, okay, and you met some of the people in your life, in your traveling experiences, you just start talking with them and you become very interested to know more about their story or whatever they are speaking, right? So if you have not experienced this, I hope that in your life, okay, rest of your life, you will surely experience this. So same thing the writer is also experiencing, and that thing, that much he was inspired, he was influenced, that he has written in the story, and today we all are able to read and understand. So what animals were they? I asked. Now narrator is becoming very much interested to know that what animals were they. There were 3 animals altogether. So 3 animals together. He explained. There were 2 goats and a cat, and then there were 4 pairs of pigeons. So let me write all these names on the board. So 2 goats, point number 1. Second, a cat, 1 cat. Third, 4 pairs of pigeons. So 4 pair of pigeons means 8 pigeons, right? 2 goats, 10, and 1 cat, 11. So now my question is, children, that pigeon is bird, no? Yes. The question is, have you seen anyone who is taking care of the goat also and same time cat also he is having as pet animal? The answer can be yes also if you have seen. The answer can be no also if you have not seen. But if you ask from me, I have never seen anyone who is having the goat also and cat also as the pet animal. So this is interesting to know about the old man, that which type of animal he is taking care. And you had to leave them, I asked. So narrator is asking that finally you had to leave them. Yes, because of the artillery. So he is saying I have to leave that because of the order, because of the command. The captain told me to go because of the artillery. So captain has given the command that you have to do this. And you have no family. So a person who is becoming sad because of the separation from the animals. So anyone will become interested and they will ask that what about the family? So about the family he is giving the answer. And you have no family? Question mark. I asked watching the far end of the bridge. Far end of the bridge means simply you are looking the bridge. Maximum how much you can see. So that is the meaning of looking the far end of the bridge, where a few last carts were hurrying down the slope of the bank. So at the end of the bridge, few more carts were there and they were hurrying very fast going down the slope of the bank. So slope used to be like this, okay? Slope. So it is here like this, maybe. So they are going like this. No, he said, only the animals I stated. So he is saying that, and you have no family? So he is saying no. Only the animals I stated. The cat of course will be alright. So cat will be very much fine. A cat can look out for itself. And he is giving explanation also. That a cat can look out for itself. Can take care of itself, okay? Can find the food also, milk also, right? So this can be there, but I cannot think what will become of the others. And he is saying that I am not able to think, or I am not able to say anything about the pigeon or the goat. Okay. So children, here we will stop little bit to discuss the deeper meaning of these lines, right? So how he is becoming very much sad about the thinking of his pet animals, like a father used to think about his son or daughter. Okay, so there is a verse, very famous verse, that the mother used to focus on that child most who is unsuccessful, and the father used to focus on that child most who is very successful, right? So here the same example, here he is a man, old man. So first he is talking about cat who can look after itself, and saying that rest, I don't know what will happen with them or what they are going to do. It is interesting, no? What politics have you? I asked. So narrator is asking, okay. So who is narrator? The name I have erased, but Ernest Hemingway. He is asking that what politics you are having. He is saying I am without politics. So I am a person who is without any politics. I am 76 years old. How much year old? 76 years old. So I can say, children, that he has spent his life, okay, and he is at good age now, 76 years, and maybe at this age he is having the all knowledge and majority of his life experiences. So talking with the old peoples, what we can get? We can get the knowledge of experience, right? So books are having all the knowledge, it is correct, but wisdom is with the old peoples, and knowledge is different and wisdom is different. Knowledge means what your teachers are teaching, what I am teaching, what is written in the book, that is called knowledge. Wisdom means the common sense. Okay, sometimes you can find out a person who never went to school is highly successful in his life. Why? Because of the wisdom, right? So I have come 12 kilometers now, and I think now I can go no further. Old man is giving reply that I have come how many kilometers? 12 kilometers, and now I cannot go any further. This is not a good place to stop, I said. And narrator is saying that, see, this is not the good place to stop. Now on the bridge you are stopping your journey. It is not good. If you can make it, there are trucks up the road where it forks for Totosa. And he said that if you want to go, what you can do? You can have the truck, and the truck can lead you to the place called Totosa. Okay, so means narrator is helping anyhow and saying him some of the possibilities how he can go away from here. I will wait a while. And the old man, what he said? He said that I will wait a while, and then I will go. So he is continuously speaking that I will wait a while and then I will go. Where do the trucks go? Then again he is asking, trucks, where these trucks are going? Towards Barcelona, I told him. So first he said that you can take the truck for Tortosa, and then he is saying that the truck is going towards Barcelona. I know no one in that direction. So the old man is saying that I don't know anyone in that direction, so I am not having the destiny also. Right? I am not having the destiny also where I have to go. The address also nothing I am having. So if you know the address, children, it takes very less time for you to reach there. And if you don't know the address, it takes more time to reach. So you can take one example also where you can understand nicely. So example, you are going to a place where marriage ceremony is happening, and the address you are having only in written. Actually you don't know the address. So what will happen? Example, it is taking 2 hours for you to reach to the marriage ceremony place. Okay? And after the ceremony over, it will take only half an hour for you to return from that place to your house, because you are knowing the path of your house very nicely, and you are having the practice also to come. So these things you can recall and you can understand the feeling of this old man. But thank you very much. Thank you again very much. But then also the old man is saying that thank you very much once again. Why? For talking this much nicely, for thinking about me. So in this sense he is saying. So now we will discuss, children, in second video, that how the story is ending and what is happening in the story. Okay. So thank you all. Have a good day.